We take you now to the wondrous taxi rank, which is a hive of activity as holiday makers make their last-minute travel ahead of Christmas. Now, traffic is expected to peak today with many people traveling to various destinations. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi joins us live now from the wondrous taxi rank. Linda, very good afternoon to you. Certainly a busy time as people are getting to their various destinations, and we know that public transport is also a very popular means and a very popular mode of transport for many. How are the taxi ranks looking like today?
Well, Tammy, you'll remember that wondrous taxi rank is one of those that are the most busiest here in Johannesburg CBD. Usually you'd find officials coming to this taxi rank just before, the festive season to make sure that they engage, taxi associations, taxi drivers, as well as commuters. But as you can see, we can hardly hear each other at the moment because of how busy it is. If you look behind me, a lot of holiday makers making their way inside that particular taxi rank. This is where the long distance traveling usually happens. You see people going to KZN, Rustenburg, Petersburg, various destinations going into that particular taxi rank. I've got with me one traveler. Let's get a sense of how things have been for him so far. And ufika ngobani isikhathi la edrobheni?
Mntakababa ngiyabonga uJosaya uNgwenya. Ngifikela nekuseni ngabo 8 mntakababa. IQ elana ama-taxi ngiyatravula ngiya ePietermaritzburg. Since from ekuseni ama-taxi maningi but abantu baningi nemithwalo, and we're looking at ukuthi by ngabo Monday, Tuesday sikwazi ukubuya back ngoba sesilungisela ukuthi sibuyele back emsebenzini. But as you can see my brother ukuthi yiwe kungakhona abantu baningi umthwalo ngapha futhi sisalindile namanje ukuthi sizogibela ama-queues wakhona towards i-KZN yonke made wonke ama-queue wakhona mntakababa.
And why decide to travel late kangaka? Abanye abantu ba prefer travel early so that ba avoid the traffic le.
Mntakababa ukuze si travel very late kanje because yesterday I was at work, so ngishayise ngo 1 o'clock, so yinto engibambile, but some of the colleagues bavale emsebenzini ngabo my 15, but i-company yathi no, you can't guys ukuthi ningavala nonke, so apparently abanye bethu sivale izolo the whole company, and then we'll be opening on the 3rd of January.
Okay. Ngichazele mhlambe ngokuthi abantu abosomatekisi nabo abo queue marshal nabo bonke nje abantu abahandle taxi rank bayihandla kanjani le situation for nini?
No, bona bayihandla very well the situation abantu bama-taxi, the association as well as the king marshal and the drivers as well, but for bona umthwalo omningi kakhulu, hence njengoba sazi ukuthi namanye amatreni awasahambi sokusebenza i-public transport kuphela, but bona umthwalo usemahlombe kakhulu kibo, but they copy with the situation.
Yeah. And ngiyabona ukuthi kunamaphoyisa futhi lana around. Usually abantu baye basabe ukuza edrobheni ngesikhathi sefestive, but ngiyabona ukuthi kunamaphoyisa. Lokho kuniphatha kanjani? Ufila ukuthi mhlambe ni say?
No, we are very safe kakhulu. As you can see, yes, the law enforcement are around us. Bakhona bapatrola yonke situation to make sure ukuthi wonke umuntu uright kahle, and the SAPS as well is around here. You can see amabhaki wabo, they're going around lana, abanye bahamba phansi ngenyawo, they're doing a patrol so that to make sure that everyone is in safe in town.
All right. Ngibongela isikhathi sakho kakhulu.
Thanks, boss.
Hambe kahle, travel safe. 405. All right, there you have it. Josiah Ngwenya there, he's one of the people that are traveling, Tammy, telling us that he's been here since 8 o'clock in the morning. The queues are long. People have a lot of luggage with them. They're traveling with a lot of stuff, and because the queues are long, that means that they have to wait for longer periods. He makes quite an important point around the issue around trains. You remember that there are long distance trains, and he says because those aren't around, a lot of people would usually depend on this particular public transport, and that makes things much more harder for the queue marshals, for the taxi associations, as well as for the management really of these taxi ranks. We also spoke about the issue around law enforcement. I'm going to ask Max, my colleague, to just pan to my left so that you get to see what it's looking like. law enforcement has been on the ground, and we've been able to have off-air conversations with them around, making Joburg safe. And they're saying that so far, so good. Things on the ground are looking quite well. There's a lot of police visibility. I've also been able to spot SAPS members who went inside the taxi rank. You'll remember that during this time, there is, of course, a lot of crime in Joburg CBD. It's known for its high crime rate. So it seems at this moment, shoppers as well as holiday makers can feel safe knowing that law enforcement is on the ground. It's not only people that are traveling, Tammy, if I may add that there's also people that are doing last-minute shopping. Joburg CBD is notorious for, items that are of low cost. So those who are on a very tight budget would come here to get, great deals. One might argue that there's also counterfeit goods that are sold here on the street. But you see a lot of people actually doing their last-minute shopping and also heading back to the townships.
Linda Mnisi, thank you very much for that update. It certainly does look like it's going to be a very long wait for those who are commuting. That's Tagababa there, Linda Mnisi, at the Wanderers taxi rank in Johannesburg.